Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
America's southern border has become a war zone. Human traffickers, drug smugglers, and terrorists flow across the Rio Grande with impunity, secure in the knowledge that no one will stop them. A distant federal government lectures Americans on their privilege while punishing overworked border patrol agents who were helpless to stem the tidal wave of invaders and determined migrants. Second-generation Cuban-American Marcos Zamora is a military vet, more patriotic than most Americans. No longer able to ignore the chaos at his doorstep, he acts. Joined by his best friend Gus, they hit the border every night, saving lives while stopping violent drug cartels and other opportunists. The government reacts with fury at Marcos' attempts to preserve American sovereignty, deploying the full might of their enforcement agencies. But Marcos understands that the only thing the rich and powerful fear is bad publicity, and he records every encounter. Whoever he is, this private American must be stopped. Illustrated by Richard Bonk and written by Eisner winner Mike Barron, Private American is his version of Captain America, and maybe a little Punisher, taking part in this ongoing, violent, and very real battle of good versus evil in the war for American sovereignty. Grab your copy at theprivateamerican.com.
We have a secure border, and that is a priority for our administration.
Just talking to hear my head roar.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
What is wrong with you?
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Shumway, nice to meet you. Interested in a new Buick?
Nonsense. I've not yet begun to defile myself.
I'll make you famous.
I'm looking for a man who...
You have found one. get in trouble if the boss shows up?
Oh, no, it's the boss here? Hey, wait, I'm the boss.
Stick him up, please. Smoke, if you wish.
Come on! Damn, that hurts, doesn't it?
You know what's up. Hell no. Why are we here? Why are we here today? Because it is going to leave. We're not going to do this on Thursdays anymore. You're going to have to tune in on Saturdays at 10 a.m. to catch Doc on his own show. Because he ain't here, is he, Tanner?
He's not here. It's just us today.
Thursday morning, so I decided we were going to do the show anyway because people expect Doc to be out here on Thursday morning.
Heck yeah.
And then he can come out on Saturday and premiere the new day and, the new day that he's doing the show and redo it as a premiere, whatever he wants to do. But we can't just fizzle out on Thursday. You gotta have a finale, baby. So
we'll fly by the seat of our pants here.
I'm not. I'm really not. Right? So yeah, man. So yeah, Chris is packing up, getting ready to head this way, getting ready to do Grand Rapids Comic-Con this weekend. Wanted to do a little programming update for the weekend. I will not be here, obviously. So Rich will be running the draw stream. I don't know about the show-offs, though. I'm not going to make Dave come out here by himself. So if I don't find a guest to co-host with him this weekend, I'm gonna give Dave the day off. It goes like that. But if anybody wants to come hang out with Dave and do the show-offs with him, let me know.
Heck yeah.
I'll put you in touch with him and we'll get somebody, RJ or somebody to push buttons backstage. Tanner, if you want to hang out with Dave for an hour on Sunday, you can. Okay. You can do that. I don't like to not play a show. I mean, I can play a rerun if I have to. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But you can't set them up so that people see them ahead of time. They just play at the scheduled time.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's not on the upcoming shows list on your YouTube channel. It doesn't show up there. There's no thumbnail that says Sunday we're doing this. I don't know why. But if you set it up recorded, unless you just do it on YouTube through their studio, which, of course, you know me. I'm trying to mess it all up. I put links to everything in my YouTube description, to everybody's everything, everywhere, because screw their algorithm.
Right.
I mean, they get mad at you for putting other links to other platforms because they want everybody to stay.
Oh, yeah, they want you to stay there.
But I still put an end cap at the end of my videos. I'm giving people other options here on YouTube. Mm-hmm. That still doesn't mean I don't want them, fans or whatever, to follow you guys, to go see where you're at, to look at your stuff. You don't have a YouTube page where you put all your stuff up for people to see. We got to send them somewhere. Shut up, YouTube. I'm just saying, it's like we use your platform. You make money off us. Just hush. What's up, Sam Quentin? What's happening, my friend?
Quentin.
Anybody that wants to come out, I pinned the link to the top of the YouTube chat on the Comic Talk channel. Because if you want to come out, hang out, and give Doc a raspberry farewell, you can. I don't know why he ain't here. We told him he was going to do this. Didn't he say he's going to pop in for a minute?
I don't know. I thought he was busy. No, the whole reason why we were switching to Saturday.
Well, yeah, but I talked to him about it. He said,
I wasn't privy to that conversation.
Like, come on, dude. Sent him the link and everything. Dude, it's good to see you, Sam. I'm going to Grand Rapids this weekend. Going to have a little meeting, do a little networking, and it's all action from there, buddy. You know what I'm talking about. It's all action from there. Tanner, we need to get you a freaking avatar, dude. That's horrible. That's horrible.
What?
Put a Apothic Press logo up there, something.
Yeah, I need to go back and mess with it, the settings or something.
No, it's right here. Look, see the 3 dots next to your head down there in the picture at the bottom down there? See the 3 dots?
Yeah. Yep.
Click on the 3 dots.
Okay. See
where it says Edit Audio Avatar? Click on that. Pick anything, dude. Anything. Put it there. Put in there. Put something as your avatar, dude. It's like, for some people, it's like, man, this OCD, you mess with everybody about that. And I'm like, yeah, there's so many people that got such cool avatars, man. It's like, you got to have a cool avatar.
Gotta have a cool avatar. I had it for a while. I don't know what happened. It had the Apothic Press logo.
Yeah, you gotta have something. I think Ren would be better, or Helix, or Double Helix, or
Well, Electric is
Electric,
her partner.
whatever her name is.
Double Helix is just the title for.
Right. Okay. Electric.
Which it's pretty exciting. I just launched the pre-launch page on that.
We have been joined by the Q Continuum. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Because, you ever hear something so stupid that Q shows up to tell you how pathetic humans are? Well, he just showed up. What's up, Q?
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Doing good.
Man, you gotta work. You gotta work on imitating that dude's voice, Q, because then you could just walk in and go, Picard, you're so disappointed. However that dude sounds.
Disappointed.
Put everybody put Picard on trial for the crimes of humanity. That's good stuff.
I'll keep that in mind. What's up, Pops?
I'm all good. How you doing?
I'm good. I heard that. I just read it somewhere saying that it's the last day of the coffee shop today.
No, it's the last Thursday coffee shop.
Last Thursday.
Yeah, we're moving it to Saturday.
Hosting it on Saturdays now.
Yeah.
Oh, they move.
Yeah,
we're moving.
I just didn't want it to like fizzle away on Thursday. I wanted to come out and let it go out with some dignity.
Okay.
You set up a show, it's on a schedule, people get used to kind of tuning in for that show at that schedule, and then suddenly it's not there, and it's only like a couple people just like said something about it somewhere you might not even have heard. So it's like, no, we'll come out and we'll tell everybody, this one's done. Thursday time slot is gone. Won't be here no more. Saturdays, watch out for Doc's Coffee Shop. Powered by Java.
So it's kind of like a finale episode. Was it a finale of this series? And the new series will pop up on Saturday.
Yeah, like it was one of those ratings things, man. We knew we could get more viewers on Saturday, so we're moving this hit show that Doc's got to Saturdays, right? No, Doc got to work.
It's all part of the plan.
Doc's got work during the week now that it interfered with it, so we're moving it to the weekend. That's all.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
And that means I get to miss more of them.
Oh.
Yeah. The draw stream this weekend, Q. Rich will be running it, but I won't be here. So you have to hassle him for your link.
All right.
Okay.
That's cool.
I got to set the whole weekend's worth of shows up, like right when we're done here, so that I got it all done. I sent Dave the Ghost of Christmas Past, or the Ghost of Marvel's Past the other day.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He just sent me a message. He loved it. He said it's funny as hell. It was fun too. Poor RJ didn't know what was going on though. He had no idea, Tanner. I just popped into his backstage and had the mask on and everything. RJ handled it pretty well though. He handled it pretty well, for having no idea what I was doing or, anything. He had no warning. It was just, there I was. Jim O'Reilly.
The element of surprise.
My phone is
hey,
blowing
Jim.
Up. Sorry.
O'Reilly. He's here. Yeah.
Jim, how you doing? Good to have you here.
Have a good day, William. Sam, you know what I'm talking about. Jim, how's the weather in Arizona? Keep messing with him.
Effing hot.
Well, no, he went through the hot, and now it's like everybody else where he's from is all freezing balls, and he's down there going, yeah, still sitting by the pool.
That's just one of the things we say on the show. How's the weather? It's effing hot.
Yeah. How's the weather here, bro?
It's raining here.
Oh, yeah, I bet you're catching some hurricaneage, huh?
Yeah, well, it's starting to
that one was pretty big, man.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that says sometimes to do with the cyclone Nicole. That's what the storm hits.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it started off with the cyclone, and now it's going to be a hurricane, probably a tropical storm by the time it hits us. I don't know.
No,
I don't really worry about it.
The funniest part of that one is my son's wife's name is Nicole. So we've been having a little fun with that. Here, you're fucking up half the country. What's wrong with you?
Cyclone Nicole. I thought it's so funny. They've been saying Cyclone Nicole.
And wait till they got a hurricane pops.
Oh my God! Here comes Hurricane Pops.
Hey, we just gonna blow fucking buildings off the beach. Poof, gone.
Remember, the best way to prepare for the hurricane is to get vaccinated, because that's what our president. Yeah.
Holy shit!
I served, so I already got my vax, but
you really said that, didn't you, Tanner?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have a choice when you're in the Army, you know. Oh, I guess I'm safe. I'm safe from the hurricane.
Oh man, I'm safe from the hurricane. I'm using Doc's big ass body as insulation to defend myself against anything right now.
Operation Human Shield.
Yeah. You stand behind that beefy guy over there. Yeah, all right, you're good. You know. Really, he said that, Jim?
He did. He said that. I remember that ridiculousness.
Remember, the best way to prepare for hurricane is to get vaccinated, because that's what our press.
He did. There was some sort of press release, and he got up there, you know, doing what Joe does best and rambling away, and said that.
Man, I need one of these.
Was to get vaccinated.
I need one of these, Doc. I need one of these that says Joe, Joe, Joe.
Rich, rich, rich.
Joe.
Horrible.
How dare you?
I know where Doc is. You know what I do know?
I know, right? Good help is so hard to find.
Oh man, Might be doing something really exciting with Rich, the richness, Professor Rich. We're talking right now.
He's messing with you in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
We're doing a show over here, Rich. You want to talk to us? Get in here. Yeah.
Rich, where are you?
Yeah, Rich, you should join us if you're watching.
What's up, Immortal Rising comic book? How you doing?
Immortal, what's going on?
Immortal Rising.
Hail.
So yeah, there's no we didn't platform this like one of Doc's normal coffee shops. I don't think Tanner has a moment in comic history ready to go.
I don't. I really don't. I wasn't planning on. I thought we were shifting to Saturday, and
we already had a couple extra days, and he was like, "Fuck it."
We are going to be doing something a little different though with the next show. I'm going to have Tanner Hurley presents Oddities. So I'm going to go through my collection of thousands of comics and all these weird indie comics from the 60s to the present that
dude, I showed you guys some there a couple of weeks ago that I can't even find a listing for.
Yeah, I got tons of stuff like that. Like,
I mean, you can't find it anywhere.
Like Berserkers from this company called Pyramid Press. I mean, this is one of many.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Morning, Jeff.
Yeah, we got to start protecting ourselves with that magic word, allegedly.
Allegedly, there was one guy goes by name Simon Whistler, and he made lots of YouTube channels from start to finish, and every now and then he made his particular famous words called it allegedly. It got so popular, it even made he even sell a shirt that says. That also reads allegedly.
It's a very impressive word. It can protect you from a lot of different things. Being sued,
Being sued. My dog stepping at me. That Jeff put up a shirt saying allegedly.
Allegedly.
You see, old Salty Cracker. He's always got that word. Always using that word. calling people all kinds of names and then going allegedly.
Allegedly.
But you know what's up. We're not here to talk about those people. Tanner, what is up with your launch page? Is this now the sign up for?
This is the sign up for Electric. Electric is the follow-up to Rin, and together they will make up the book Double Helix. Electric is an agent of Helix. Rin is an intergalactic mercenary. They work for the Helix Agency, and together they will form Double Helix next year.
I have to ask you this. How many people have original Rin art before the book came out?
Before the book came out, I would say one person.
One person has original Rin art before the book came out.
Before the book came out.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it actually a funny little behind the scene. The concept behind why I drew it the way I drew it actually got scrapped. So it's kind of like owning a rocket firing Boba Fett. Like no one will ever have anything like that.
Right. That's what I mean. It's like it was the only one. It's the only piece of one art that was given away before the campaign.
It's kind of like owning Kevin Eastman's original Michelangelo picture.
I was thinking, I got the prototype, but okay.
You have the prototype.
Charles, I have a question for you. good morning, and glad to see you. But I have a question for you. I will be at Grand Rapids Comic Con this weekend, and my buddy Dave on the show offs doesn't have a co-host, doesn't have somebody to bounce stuff off back and forth with on Sunday. Now, I already told him if I can't find somebody to hang out with him, that I'll give him the day off. What? If you want to come out on the show Sunday at 3:30 and hang out with Dave, and he wanted to do Spidey at 60.
Spidey at 60
this weekend. Spidey at 60. So if you want to go hang out with him, whatever, let me know. I'll make all the arrangements, set the show up, all that. Make sure there's somebody there pushing buttons. You know.
Well, in terms of how long the comics have been out, how old is Spidey? Is he 60 or is he older
60,
than that?
Dude, 63.
63. Okay.
Look, the month I was born. Look up the Marvel books that came out. Marvel number ones in September of 1963. Let's do a little history in comics.
Okay, we are going to do a little history in comics.
Let's do this. Marvel number ones, September of 1963. Now, you know how some people try to collect the books from the month they were born?
Mm-hmm.
Unless I get really rich, I'll never have them. Look at the list, Tanner. Go ahead and sing that list out. It's horrible. I mean, it's wonderful, but it's horrible. But I was born the same month. There's a lot of good shit.
Okay. Oh, geez. Well, first off, we've got the Amazing Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And?
Okay, dang it. Sorry, it's pop-ups. Avengers.
Avengers, number one.
X-Men?
X-Men, number one.
X-Men, yep. I'm just seeing the...
I was born in the 1 month I'll never be able to afford the books that came out that month. I was one of them cursed people that will never own the books that came out the month I was born, dude.
Yeah, X-Men number 4 was out in September of 1964.
There's just so many fucking...
Avengers number 4.
Avengers number 4. That's when
Strange
Cap showed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an X-Men issue number 4, 1963. That's when the introduction of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Jeez, you know your stuff, man. Thor, Journey into Mystery, 108.
Yeah. It was
God,
quite a month for comic books.
Daredevil 77 with a crossover with Spider-Man.
A lot of cool.
33, where they team up with Namor.
Mm-hmm. Not no more, but Namor.
Namor. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot here. Good night.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Because there was a time when I was like, man, I'm going to collect every cool comic book that was born the same month I was. And then I went and looked and I went, man, I'll never be able to afford to buy every comic that was born the same month I was.
See, I'm lucky. November of 1980, they're still pretty affordable. But I've got, Teen Titans and, a lot of the rise of George Perez, which is pretty awesome. Definitely not complaining.
So did y'all see Kate's videos this morning?
I haven't. I went and hit the ground running today, and I was working on promotion and stuff for electric. I haven't seen
it. It
was
was a little windy. It didn't look like last one where it was all in water and everything. It's
that's good.
Still some water, but not like running down the street and coming in the door. She looks like she'll weather this one a little better, but I just saw that there's like 320,000 freaking people in Florida without power right now.
Jeez. That's insane.
Yeah.
And then another hurricane coming over. It's like, oh shit, here we go again.
Crazy, dude. I mean, I love Florida, but man, I'm just not hanging out during hurricane season. I'm boarding my shit up and I'm just leaving, and I'll be back next. I'll be back in a few months, man. I'm just not doing it.
There's one funny meme of traffic. There's a heavy traffic on one side, and then and on the other side of the lane, there's only one car coming on the other side. And the caption says, "Forgot my charger."
I'm gonna look for a few memes, see if I can find anything to pop up here. We could maybe do a meme review. Maybe. All I'm seeing is art, though. Lots of good art. Art. Yeah, I like the way my feed looks most of the time.
Oh, I've got a meme. I'm gonna create this myself based on what I just saw on the news. Oh man.
Oh, he's creating his own now. Here we go.
Well, there's nothing really to create. I mean, it was just save the picture and
yeah.
It's funny. It's funny what the news reports.
Damn, where's the memes at, people? It's like everybody just like afraid to post anything because it's all post-election shit and nobody wants to be that guy. I can't find nothing, man. Come on, Twitter. I'm on Twitter and I can't find nothing. That's crazy.
A lot of people pack their bags and go, I'm leaving in Twitter, but dude, it's only $8.
Here, check this out. Oh,
yeah.
Screen share here.
Okay.
It's just a screenshot of the news, guys. This isn't me. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
It's funny. We still call it news.
Yeah, it is. It's like, you remember back in the day, ET Entertainment Tonight or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what this shit looks like now. It looks like it's done on a bad movie set. Come on. You guys can be a little bit more convincing.
Not Indy, don't know. Disney.
Okay, I got one here. I hope you'll be able to see this one. Hold on.
It's gonna be good.
This one's kind of funny. Now, I don't got nothing against libertarians, except for this one exact fact. Okay, I love their ideals, but this one fact keeps showing up.
Libertarian ideas. Libertarian candidates.
Find somebody we can rally behind. Quit throwing motards at us. That's why we can't go that way, man.
Hell, can't argue with that. Can't argue with that.
Give us a real candidate to get behind. Look, people voted for Trump. We're begging for something better than the establishment, dude. Begging.
And see, that's what people don't realize is the majority of Americans, we're really kind of independent in terms of, who we want to lead us. It's like we just don't want like you said, the establishment. Clearly, if they'd been in there, 30 plus years, and I say plus because we know there's people in there that have been in longer, clearly they haven't been doing things for the people. So I mean, I love political conversations, and I know you're never supposed to get into like religion and politics and all that kind of stuff, but I'll look at both sides of the fence here and be like, have you guys figured out that neither side is really helping anybody?
Sure that.
Am I the only one here? They're like, oh, you're one of those filthy independent.
All I know is when dude popped in there, everybody hated him. Everybody in Washington hated him. Left side, right side, and that told me that he was on the right track. Okay, if he was playing ball with either side the way they wanted him to, one side would have loved him. He wasn't playing ball with either side. They hated him. They let the media tear him apart. The right didn't defend him. I mean, they didn't. Nobody liked him because he was not establishment, and he was our best bet, man. he was. Look, we need somebody like that. It don't have to be him, but we need somebody that's not a wing of the bird. We need the fucking brain. God damn, man.
The whole bird.
Had the brain,
I'm a big fan of Cobra Kai. I don't know if you guys watch that, but all I can picture is Eagle Fang karate. Eagles don't have fangs, they do now. America, bitch.
Hey, what is up, Anthony? I don't know where Doc is, but we doing the last Thursday Doc show because he's moving it to Saturday. So we were trying to give his show a little goodbye. The link is pinned. If you want to come out, Anthony, and give Doc a little Thursday goodbye and a welcome to Saturday, because we're gonna be moving the show to Saturday.
Like Saturday morning cartoons. We're going to be crazy, man. Crazy.
Part of the complete breakfast.
Complete madness breakfast. Speaking of madness type stuff like that, what do you guys know about this? Let me find this thing. Where is it? What do you know about this? I know Tanner knows about it. What do you know about it, Q?
Which one?
What do you know about that?
The madness sauce.
The madness sauce.
Now, for those of you who don't know what this is a batch of madness too hot honey mustard. Too hot honey mustard. And I say this because it is. It has great flavor, but it also take your lips off. As you can see, the lips are on fire. A batch of 7 bottles, 35 ounces, has 10, count them 10 Carolina Reapers blended up in that mess. So, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
And we are going to have one guest come out here in a little while and talk about his book too, because it's only got a day left, I guess. And we ain't seen him in a while. So I was like, dude, better come out here tomorrow.
Who are you bringing out, Pops?
Oh, cool. Fulfillment. This is what it's all about, people. Fulfillment.
Heck yeah.
Right on.
D-O-N-E.
Right on, Anthony. Get them books out. Get them in people's hands. That's what it's supposed to be about. Tanner knows.
Heck yeah. I learned a lot from Ren, and I won't make those mistakes again. And it's going to be good. We got books coming real soon.
Oh man.
Sometimes dealing with artists is like herding cats, but
well, after
but I've been full transparent with everybody on with the updates and everything. We had some issues. My colorist ended up having a huge tumor removed, cancerous tumor, so he's on recovery. He's back in the saddle again. We had the book half colored and lettered, you know. But he's back in the saddle again. We're back in the flow, and those files will be going off to the printer real soon. So, and then I get it back from the printer. That's it. You know, I bag and tag and send it to everyone and get those books in hands.
So
still beating out all those professionals that, you know, so can't put out a book in, you know, over a year or almost a year. I'm just saying.
It's in the rinse cycle.
It's in the rinse cycle.
Tanner, those books are in the rinse cycle. We'll get to them eventually. They gotta spin for a little while first.
I won't go down that rabbit hole, but you know, I still feel as upset as I am with, you know, my print distribution time and having things get kicked back a little bit. I'm still looking at like I'm still gonna get my books to people quicker than a lot of other people in the market. So hey, you know, I'm pretty fortunate. I'm fortunate that people have been patient with me, and you know.
Well, as long as you keep your fans, the people who spent money on your book, up to date with what's happening, they're usually plenty fine with getting your book a month late or whatever. They don't care. It's when you look at your contributed to list on Indiegogo or Kickstarter, and you scroll all the way to the end, right? And on that final page at the end, from 2 years ago, there's still fucking books here that you ain't got.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what we're talking about.
But, you know, and that's why, you know, people need to check out Electric, because literally I wouldn't have had Electric as it is now if it weren't for them. And like I said, I made a book, and it's finished. It's ready to go. Just needs its colors, and that's all we're crowdfunding for is, you know, some cash. But, you know, I'm giving people a $3 book. So I need that volume. I need people coming out there and supporting it. And, you know, we're changing comics. We're changing things with Apothic Press. Oh, that's I was like, what is that? Electric eraser.
Yep, it's an electric eraser. Do it.
Heck yeah. I don't know what brand mine is. I've had it a long time.
It's pretty cool. It would be nice.
They're wonderful, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So, are you doing a trailer for this one, Tanner?
Well, we do have
Just
a trailer.
Say yes. Just say yes. We have a trailer coming. Just say, you know. This is what he's talking about, yo. Go sign up now.
I'll send the trailer right now to you.
Do it. Do it.
How about you save it and premiere it on Doc's show?
Okay.
That'll be a good idea.
You know.
Actually, that's what I'll do.
I don't want to steal Doc's thunder, man. He ain't even here.
Yeah, we need Doc. Where is he?
We'll do this in a big way.
Should we give Doc a little love, a little more love?
Yeah, we should always give Doc love.
Give Doc a little more love.
Doesn't matter what you say or the action that you take. This is done without your will for the problems that you made. You're the night of the trust house, the American legions all around you. Just the things you get now.
There you go. Love for Doc.
Heck yeah.
Still-
Pariah blood. Check it out.
We have not been able to invoke the Doc today. Have you noticed?
No.
We've tried everything.
Like you said, he was out helping his friend, so that's probably what he's out doing.
Yep. Uh-huh.
We'll see. We'll see if Doc makes it or not. Anyway, this right here, go ahead and tell us about her. What's her trip? What's up, dude?
So Electric
For a reason. Yeah.
He is an energy succubus. And she can channel that energy into her hilts there. So, you know, I the way I envision it is energy is chaotic, you know, especially if we're taking people's emotional energy, you know. So she pulls that. That's kind of her power. There's some other little surprises in stored for the villains. So it's the follow-up to Rin. And the idea behind Rin was we would show, you know, 3 to 4 different tales by a different artist that highlight some of the villains. So, you know, you want to think of the story as like, you know, Lloyd Kaufman, you know, Tromaville, Roger Corman, you know, B-movie type stuff meets Saturday morning cartoon. So I've got a rogues gallery that reflects that. So she'll be going up against Monster Zero, who's, you know, we'll find out about him. He's not as bad as, you know, people are going to think that he is. We're going to have Monster Zero. We're going to have Crystallis as another villain that she'll fight against. And then we're going to have the Soul Sorceress. So it's science fiction, but it borders more on the sci fantasy. It is.
Didn't Godzilla beat up Monster Zero once?
I think so.
I think he did, man. I think Godzilla beat up Monster Zero once.
Not this one. Not this one.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It's like the name sounded familiar. It really did.
After all, he is king of the monster.
It's okay, you know. If I got to change the name because someone says cease and desist, then I'll change the name.
look, Anthony, just send it to me at the popsvansant@gmail.com because otherwise it'll only go in one studio and it won't go on any of the other shows. And just send it to me so I can load it in all 10 studios, would you? We have this problem with Doc loading stuff only in his channel. And now, my friends, I'm going to bring in an old friend, and to you, maybe a new friend. My friend, the hashtag Scream Punk himself, Mr. Matt freaking Knowles. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing?
What's going on?
What is up? What's up?
What's happening, man?
Just you know, I heard you guys up here talking about, you know, Nicole and the hurricane, all that kind of stuff. I could go outside my front door right now and show you Nicole if you'd like.
How bad is it?
It's being in Florida. It's just a tropical storm. It's downgraded, but it's just a lot of rain.
Gotcha.
So like everything was canceled after school yesterday, and everything is basically shut down today. But it's just going to be rain and annoyance as far as that goes. But the ground is completely saturated, so we'll have to see if there's going to be any flooding. But I'm inland, but in Florida, inland is like 40 miles from the coast one way, 50 miles from the coast the other way. So I'm literally like at the thinnest part of the state. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of rain. It's going to be a lot of rain. It's going to be an annoyance, and hopefully, I don't think I'm going to lose any power. I'd be surprised if I do, but we'll see what happens.
I'm right there behind you. I'm like 2 hours away from Jacksonville.
Where you at, man?
I saw a report that there was like 320,000 people without power down there.
Yeah, one of the biggest problems is like in Daytona Beach. One of my daughters lives out there, and Daytona got pretty much wrecked from Ian, and so a lot of like the seawalls and like the eye got messed up. So this storm coming in from the east is just going into where all that area was, where the barrier islands and the seawalls were messed up. It's coming in from the other side and just washing away a lot of that stuff. Like there's some spots of Daytona Beach right now that just don't exist right now. Like they are just completely washed away, and they're like trying to wash underneath some of the condos and all that. So,
wow. Yeah. What did I say about love visiting? Don't want to live there.
Well, I will say this though. One of the things about hurricanes is you can prepare for it. I mean, you can't prepare for an earthquake. You can't prepare for a blizzard because those things just happen. It's like, just stay home and hang out and go on live streams and finish off Kickstarter campaigns and hang out. That's what you can do on a day like today.
Until the power goes out, and then you're screwed. And you read
the power goes out,
by
that's going to suck. That's going to suck if that happens, but we'll see what happens.
That's when I read comics by candlelight, Matt. See? Because we live out in the boonies, and when the power goes out, it's like it's out for a while usually because we're the last ones they get to fix it. They fix everything in town or whatever first, and they get around to us whenever.
I'm the opposite way because I'm on the my neighborhood is on the same power grid as the hospital, so they're going to make sure that hospital's up right then. So like, I mean, I can tell you when Hurricane Irma came through, we're like, oh, we're going to be good. I mean, there was some crazy stuff that happened in Irma. Like if you ever pay attention to the weather and they talk about the barometric pressure and it's like at 1,000 millibars or 900 millibars, that stuff doesn't mean anything until you're in air pressure that is at 900 millibars. I remember at 2:30 in the morning during Irma, I was sitting on my couch and it felt like somebody had their hand pressing on my chest, like I couldn't get off the couch.
Yeah.
So you have some crazy stuff in that storm. I thought we were out of it at like 6 o'clock in the morning. We lost power and we were without power till like 10 p.m. And I'm like a first world dude. And I thought it was like the apocalypse. We're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Got no computer, literally like sitting in the car to charge our phones and just hang out. Just let's drive around all day just because we can't sit in our house all day. It's Florida. You can't sit in a house in Florida without AC. I mean, I know it sounds weird, but you just can't do it. So everybody's like living in their cars for the day. It was pretty wild, but this one's not going to be that. This one's just going to be an annoyance. And actually it looks kind of cool outside, to be honest. It's nice and ominous and very metal outside right now.
There you go. There you go.
So talking about Kickstarters, tell us a little bit about yours.
That one?
That's
one
right. That's it. So we got Heirs of Isildur, The Perilous Prospects, Book 2. We have 10 hours left. We are at 78,282 backers. Our next stretch goal is at 8282. And why is it at a weird number like that? It's because for Book 1, we did 8281, and we want to see if we can get to a $1 above that. Now, Pops, I know that you were always so big on you wanted to make sure that there was narrative in the campaign videos. And if you wanted to play the campaign video, feel free, because I think you're going to dig it, man.
We are definitely going to play it.
Yeah, you're going to dig the campaign video. I am pretty certain.
We're going to play that right now.
We're back!
It's Matt and Steph from Symmetry Creations.
We're back to unveil the campaign for Heirs of Isildur, The Perilous Prospects, Book 2. Everything has gone up in smoke.
Their lab,
their residence,
even their beloved Shadows Haven is in peril.
And if you think this is as bad as it's going to get,
you're sadly mistaken. So much has gone on in our puritanical steampunk village since Book 1. This issue is a massive 56 pages.
As always, we'll have some killer collectible covers,
some awesome support merch, and
you guessed it,
a few fun surprises! And a few fun surprises!
We can't wait for you to read The Perilous Prospects, Book 2.
There are some massive twists and turns that you won't see coming.
So on behalf of the whole team,
the Heirs of Isildur,
and the citizens of Shadows Haven,
we hope you'll check out this next installment of our sci-fi story arc set in a steampunk world.
Before it's too late.
Nice. That was killer, dude.
Thank you. So does that pass the Pops test right there? I know Pops used to not be happy when we just would put music in there. He wanted there to be some narrative. So we're like, here's some narrative for you.
Look, do you remember my reasoning?
Oh, absolutely. I remember your reasoning. I got you.
I think what the show we were on at the time or the show that I saw you on was more of a podcast, more of an audio show than it was a video, you know, more audio than visual. And I was like, man, what the hell is your problem, Doc? You're supposed to be out here, dude. This is your show. Anyway, it was like, I told him, I was like, man, that's great. That video is awesome. But everybody driving in their car right now, listening to this podcast, has absolutely no idea what just happened for a minute and a half.
As you can probably tell from that picture right there, we had a little bit of fun and some shenanigans while we were recording this video. That the guy that pops in there, we were like, who is this guy? That's actually the videographer, the guy who's doing the production on it. And we were in the middle of about a 5 or 6 hour day. We cut videos for like 4 or 5 guys, 4 or 5 different videos, and like 3 different photo shoots, because I'm in Florida, Steph's in California. So being in the same place at the same time is few and far between. And we're like, hey, we have this day. We call him up, dude. He's like, let's block out the whole day and just cut as much video as we can for everything we possibly can. And we got down to the end of the day and we're really slap happy. And he was like, what if I jump into the video during that spot? And we're like, let's do it. So, yeah, so that was fun. And at 7,500, our backers unlocked the blooper reel, and we're like, you know, we'll have fun with it. So the blooper reel is actually 3 times as long as the actual video. I mean, you probably can understand why. I can't. I'm always the consummate professional. I can't get Steph to stop laughing all the time and goofing off. And you know that's exactly the truth, right, Pops? Actually, in like Bizarro world. But,
let me interrupt you for just a second, Matt. The actual host of the show is almost here.
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Get the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Oh, what heights will hit? On with the show, this is it.
By golly, the doctor is at least sort of in. Gentlemen. What in the world? What in the world are you doing to my show?
Well, we're
winging it.
we didn't want it to fizzle out on Thursdays. We wanted people to know where it was going to be seen, that we're moving.
No, I know.
Yeah, no.
And I appreciate you guys stepping up. Matt, nice to meet you.
Hey, what's going on, man? Nice to meet you too.
I only have a minute before I have to start teaching, so I was just going to pop in and say thank you for doing the transition stream, because I'm transitioning. My new pronouns are Saturday and weekend.
Saturday and weekend. Don't you think Saturday's already a weekend?
So I'm Saturday self and weekend self. Saturday self.
I'm gonna sneak up and blast him.
You put that weapon away, you horrible, horrible. Oh my God, you just want to go shoot up children. It's the oh God, what's the name of that show? Where the girls wear red like nuns and they think they have to have babies and whatever. What's that show?
Handmaid's Tale.
Just stop it. This is the new Handmaid's Tale you're making us live in right now. Stop.
I had to change my avatar because the real Doc is here now.
That went over like a lead balloon. I literally saw a guy going, we're really sorry. We did everything we could on election night to keep the House of Representatives. So now I guess all you women will just go have to have babies that you were raped and being inseminated for. And literally even the people that were on his side are like, dude, are you serious with that? Is this like, that's what you got? Anyway, look, man, Doc's coming in and fucking up his own show.
Doc, we're promoting a comic, dude.
Well, we don't do that on this show. Heirs of
We do
Isildur.
today. We do
All
today
right.
because Matt's thing's only got a few hours left, and we haven't
then
talked about him all month, dude. I
Let's
haven't seen
get
him all
Matt.
month.
Let's get Matt as high as we can get him. And I have got to go teach Introduction to Composition in Art for the next 2 hours to a bunch of slack-jawed people that are just staring at me like they have no idea what I'm even talking about.
But you
Good luck
enjoy
with
it.
that.
Don't you?
Yes, I enjoy it, and don't tell them I said that because I need their money.
Hopefully they don't watch the show then.
Oh, he does let them watch our shows. I heard them all laughing at us the other day. And shit.
The Tuesday crew is my older folks. They can watch. These are the kiddies today.
The kids can't watch.
These are high school seniors that are learning basic composition.
Yeah, we can't have the kids watching the show. No.
No. It's not.
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have said that.
Mr. Knowles, I wish you all the best with your campaign, sir.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, and have fun teaching intro to art composition for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, and you guys have a great show. I will, as soon as I get a break, I'll tune back in.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right, bye.
Peace.
He is the great disruptor. Yes, he is. The great disruptor.
The great disruptor.
So we got that this series been around for a little while, you guys. I don't know, Tanner, Q, I don't know if you guys how familiar you are with where this has come from. There's music, there's metal music that goes with the two what do you call it? Married stories?
Yeah, you got a sister story, a spin-off that comes off of it. So Heirs of Isildur, the original arc, The Crossroads Conundrum, focused on a watchmaker, clock repairman named Michael Isildur, who was in a very puritanical steampunk village named Shadow's Haven. And everything is basically focused on how things are being viewed through his eyes. And it's a time travel story, but we like to say it's time travel in reverse because it's not about like Back to the Future, where they are going to different points in time trying to screw the timeline up. In Shadow's Haven, they want everything to be as in line as it possibly can, and if anybody gets out of line, there's harsh consequences. Throughout the series, we learn why that is. But Michael Isildur, he is the one that's tasked with literally making sure time works exactly as it should with the clocks and the watches and all that. And he accidentally opens up a time portal that starts bringing people from other eras to him. He realizes that every person that he ends up bringing through was right at the edge of their own life. Like they were about to perish wherever they were before they got pulled through. So he ends up having this conundrum of, do I continue to help these people because if I don't do it, they're going to die? Or do I make sure that I continue to keep the timeline itself as pure as possible? Because as these people get pulled through, little rifts start happening in the timeline, little things start changing, and there's some problems that happen.
Oh, wow.
So in the original arc, it ends with an apocalyptic event. The Perilous Prospects, which we're working on now, starts at that apocalyptic event. And what happens is at the end of the first one, Michael becomes incapacitated. So you start this arc off with Michael Isildur as the main character that basically is just like a prop because he can't do anything. He's incapacitated. So you have all these people, the people that have been pulled through the portals that are not from Shadow's Haven. You have the people, the citizens of Shadow's Haven that are trying to keep everything in line. And then this other group that are the ones that helped to bring the portals about back in the day that kind of groomed Michael unknowingly to like take over what they were doing. And you're seeing all these people trying to survive and figure out how to fix what's broken. But nobody has all the pieces to the puzzle. So as a reader, you look at it and you're like, well, they're trying, but there's no way they're going to make this work. So one of the things we like to do, as Pop said, the series has been around for a while, and we don't want people to go, hey, this is cool, I'd like to be able to jump in, but do I have to go read this other whole arc? That seems like a pretty big thing to have to do. We try to make sure at the beginning of each book, Perilous Prospects Book 1 had like a summary of here's where everything is. The beginning of Perilous Prospects Book 2 is going to have a summary of issue 1 and some of the other pertinent points. The two other things we do is at the end of each book, we do what's called Expand and Understand, and we give character profiles to help make sure you understand who these characters are. And the reason we do it at the end of every issue is so that way we don't spoil things with character profiles, because there could be a character reveal, there could be something you're like, oh crap, I didn't know this character was actually going to be in there. And if we put it at the beginning, you'd be like, oh, okay, well, I guess that I better expect that this person's going to come up, and then your surprise or your reveal has been ruined. The other thing we do, Pops mentioned the metal music. I'm a metal musician, the main musician on both of the albums. Steph and I do the production on it. The last album we did MP3 CDs, and we did collectible colored vinyl. The first 3 songs of the album are a Perilous Prospects trilogy. You have the Perilous Prospects of Shadow's Haven, which gives the historical understanding of what Shadow's Haven is. The Perilous Prospects of the Portals, which talks about the group, the Guild of the Golden Gear, that brought the portals into existence in the first place. And then the Perilous Prospects of the Timekeeper, which is Michael Isildur and how he kind of got pulled into all this. So if you have the understanding of those 3 things, you can jump right in with the Perilous Prospects and move forward. We also like to make sure all these things are perfect bound. So the 48-page book I've actually got, here's the covers from, or not even the covers, but there's the books from the first campaign. So they've all got a spine on them, all perfect bound. These were actually 48 pages. The book that's on right now is 56 pages. This is actually one of my favorite covers we did. For the first one, this is our Metalocalypse homage. We actually turned it into Metalocalypse.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Put that step back up there.
All right, so that's our Metalocalypse homage, and we always love to do cool homages like this. So one of the covers we have in this campaign is actually the Strangest homage, which is a Stranger Things 4 poster. We actually took the Stranger Things 4 poster and turned it into Heirs of Isildur, the Perilous Prospects Book 2. So the artist did a great job of taking our characters and putting them in there. We redid the logo to make it look like the Stranger Things logo, so that's why. And the music in the video, you saw we started off with that Stranger Things looking logo. That's actually one of the songs off of the album. So we actually, every album, we try to make sure there's one song that's soundtrack style. So we used that song on there. So that's actually original music from the Heirs of Isildur universe that's in that campaign video.
Do you have I really don't want to dig out the book. Do you happen to have a copy of it close, or do I have to dig it out?
You mean which book? This one?
You know the book.
This one?
No. Not that one. Not that one. You know the book.
I might. I might. Tell me which one you're looking for, Pops. Talking about the one with Corey.
Yes, sir. Of course. That's always going to be the book. Bro.
You know what? Here we go. I don't have that, but I do have the trading card version of it right here. So you can just pretend that this is not a trading card, pretend that this is a full, pretend that that's a full size cover.
There you go. Yeah. That was the cover to one of the other books. You can go ahead and tell the story.
All right. So the first arc is a Crossroads Conundrum. The second arc is a Perilous Prospects. In between, we did a quick little one-shot special edition called Nightmare Scenario, which kind of helps to link up the two and also tells some of the answers some of the cliffhangers from the Perilous Prospects and kind of brings you into the Perilous cliffhangers from the Crossroads Conundrum brings you into the Perilous Prospects. So the guy that's sitting on the throne there, that's Corey Steger. He was the original guitar player in Under Oath. He was my main musical partner in the Heirs of Isildur music. He was on all but one track on the first album, and he has parts on 5 tracks on the most recent album. And 11 days after he recorded his tracks, he was tragically killed in a reckless driver accident.
Oh man!
Somebody plowed into him on Father's Day, I think it was, or it was St. Patrick's Day. He was in a left-hand turn lane, waiting to go home after work, and somebody just plowed into him and killed him instantly. But that was right before we started the Kickstarter campaign for that project. So we had to change up all kinds of the things we were doing, because the Nightmare Scenario, even by the name, is a very dark issue. And we have a lot of fun. There's zombies and a lot of crazy, literal nightmarish kind of things that are happening. And we had to remove a couple of our variant cover ideas, because we had one variant cover idea that was going to be looking up from a grave and looking at all the characters looking down into the grave. And we're like, yeah, that's going to be completely inappropriate for us at this time, because it was also releasing the album. So what we did was we had James Sims come in, and he actually did a Game of Thrones homage. And so if you see all the guitars that you can actually see the bodies of, we went back through his 20-year musical career and found every guitar we could in every Under Oath video, every Under Oath live stream, the stuff he recorded on our tracks. And we made sure that every one of his guitars got into that. And we had fun. His best friend helped us to put it together. And then we actually took and presented that to everybody in his family. We did full-size poster versions. I got them framed up. Our printer was totally cool. Our printer actually donated those. We didn't even ask him to, but the printer knew what we were doing, and he donated the poster size versions, and we gave them to his mom and his grandmother and his sisters and his widow and his best friend and all that. And so that actually like took that campaign and kind of brought it out to another level. This is actually, as morbid as this sounds, this is the first campaign we've run in a while where we didn't have a major death happen right before we started the campaign. So it's like, so we're like, wow, we can just actually run a campaign and not be like heavy hearted as all get out before this campaign starts. So
and both times it's like you had to kind of stop promotion a little bit to deal with, the things that come after someone's passing, obviously,
Oh, absolutely.
And I was over here. We were getting, I think it was CromCon 13. I think it was CromCon 13, and we dedicated that show to Corey because, damn, man, that blew me away. I'm sitting here at the time, digging on. Well, I think you had released like one or two of the tracks from.
Yeah, I think we had the Perilous Prospects of Shadows Haven that was out, which is actually in the campaign as well. For people to be able to hear.
Yeah, and it was like, man, this is jamming. I can't wait to hear this whole thing. And then boom, then the news, and it was like, no, fuck that, can't. Nah. And to this day, I still get goosebumps about it because, I jammed to that music.
It's a trip, man. When you go back and look at like the way that whole thing went down, is just an interesting story. Like, when we were getting ready to do the album, Corey was like, I didn't even get it out of my mouth because I was going to be like, hey man, we're about to, do the production on this album. Do you want to be in? And like, I couldn't even finish the sentence. He's like, yes, whatever you're doing, I want in. I'll come down. We'll get some of these tracks recorded. And we were supposed to get together the weekend before that. We had to back it up a little bit. And he was like, hey, my buddy Rick wants to come down. Can he come down with us? Sure, no problem. And so Rick came down, and that red guitar you see in the cover, that's called that red guitar was the one he recorded the majority of the guitar solos on the first album on. And he had sold the guitar after the album. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Because he was the kind of guy that would like, just he like had like ADD. He was like, I'm gonna buy a guitar, I'm gonna mess with it, I'm gonna sell it, I'm gonna buy a guitar, I'm gonna mess with it. I've got 7 guitars, I need 10. Well, now I've only got 6. Now I've got 11. And I was just like, dude, why would you sell the best recording guitar that you have? So Corey and Rick got here, which is his best friend, and they open up the back of Corey's SUV, and it was all just guitar equipment and guitars. He's like, hey, Rick is the guy that I sold the red guitar to. So we're like, we brought it down so we can record it. I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. So we had Steph on the live stream from California, and we had Rick here and Corey. And so the 4 of us just bonded. We had a great time. And Corey recorded what ended up becoming the last set of tracks that he would ever record in his life. We had no idea at the time, but he was doing a vocal spot, and he was like, he got done. He's like, hey, Rick, you want to jump in on this track? And I'm like, so this is what we're doing now? I'm like, Corey's making the decision for who's going to be on the album now? Like, okay. So Rick got up on the mic, and Rick freaking crushed it. I mean, we were just like, dude, we felt like we were pool sharked. We were like, dude, this guy came down. He was just kind of all humble and fun. And he got on the mic, and he just freaking was just piping out. And, so it was really odd that the very last thing he ever recorded, he was able to get his best friend on. We got Steph on the same track as well. And we're like, this is kind of cool that the very last thing he said, the lyrics in the song are kind of prophetic as well. But we're like, that's neat that his best friend got a chance to be on this track with him because Corey asked him to be on there. So we're like, we thought that was just kind of a neat thing.
Yeah. And look, He also made the CD available. You guys, you can get all this. You can get all this music to play on your device, or you can download it. And all this music's available. And dude, it's good.
And if you're a vinyl collector, we have.
Oh yeah, that's right. That too.
We got two different vinyls. We have the Portal variant, which is a red, blue, and black
Nice.
Portal variant. Then we also have the Dragon's Lair variant, which goes with our title, Tales from Nocturnia, and that is fluorescent orange with green speckles through there. So I see what Pop just pulled up here. So some of the things we've unlocked, which is pretty cool. Anyone that backs on a physical tier is already going to get 5 trading cards that come with this campaign. Our backers unlock the ability to get the full 18 card set. There's actually 18 cards that'll be involved in this set for 18 characters, 2 of which we were calling secret characters because 16 of them you saw in Perilous Prospects Book 1. 2 of them you have not seen. If you're a big fan in a deep cut, you might remember them from back in the day in the Crossroads Conundrum. But we wanted to make sure that they got some trading cards in here too because they're going to be some pretty big reveals. Backer incentive at 150. We are going to be in Holiday Spirits Volume 2, which is a horror-themed Christmas anthology.
Nice.
We have a story called Raising
I like
Spirits, Razing in there. So the guys behind that, Jerome Gagnon and Travis Gibb, gave us the PDF of what's called the Holiday Spirits Summer Special Edition. It's just got like 3 stories in there. So normally we wait until we're ready to start fulfilling everything before we send anything out. But in this case, because their campaign is running right now, as soon as the campaign's done, as soon as the grace period, that 1-week grace period is done, and we know who's actually in the campaign, we're going to send that summer special PDF out immediately. So if people dig it, they can go up there and back that campaign while it's still working. As you see, you got the 4 covers. We've got Equestrian Escape, which is one of our main characters, Merc, with the blue and purple hair. She's riding on a 2-headed horse. You've seen the 2-headed horse from time to time in the story, so either she's tamed the 2-headed horse or the 2-headed horse has tamed her. We're not sure. Right beside there is the Strangest Homage. There's actually bigger versions of it later on in the campaign. We got the Strangest Homage. Then we've got the one right there. That's Keto's manga variant. Keto is a character that got pulled through a portal at the end of issue 1, and we have a manga sister duo that's writing a manga that is great girls that we've been working with, and they actually did Keto and our characters as if they were in a manga. So if you look at the blade,
nice.
A lot of the characters are on like in manga style on the blade. One of the really neat things about this campaign is they have a style called the Bohemian Trials that they're getting ready to release the full manga of that. And in this campaign, we're privileged to be able to actually get to release the Ashcan PDF. The first time to be able to get their Ashcan PDF of the Bohemian Trials is through this campaign as well. So any digital backer or physical backer is going to get that. And then we have one other cover, which is Artificial Extravagance, which is AI created. We thought it was really cool the way it came out. We've got a subscription to Midjourney. We decided to make that. We thought it was pretty awesome. As you know, we're really big on goggles in our campaigns. We actually have some leatherwork, some custom goggles in this campaign as well. If you scroll down a little, yeah,
you got me some goggles from my hat.
Hey, man, scroll down. We'll show you what we got in here, man. You are going to be digging this. So, a little bit farther down, that's just
we got to kind of like take our time going through a little bit. Can't just go zipping up and down. Why should you be excited? Because it's just good. How's that? That's good.
Because.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited because we get to continue on with these characters. We get to be able to show you what's happening. One of the things that we are really big on is making sure that our fans and our supporters trust what we're doing. Meaning,
absolutely,
we know we're going somewhere in the story, and they trust that, hey, they're actually going to there's actually a point to it. Like we talked to a guy last night. He's like, there's a couple times I thought that I was lost, and then you pulled me back in. I'm like, okay, cool. I understand why that thing happened. So if there's big cliffhangers or things you're like, hey, I wonder what's going to happen with that, there's a point for everything, and we promise you everything is going to wrap at some point, and it's going to wrap in a way that's going to make you want to go back and reread the issues from the beginning and go, okay, cool. Now that I know this, I'm able to look at this from a whole different perspective moving forward. So one of the things we love to do, we, as you see, I've got from our last campaign, we did black shirts with a foil version of our 13 o'clock logo. They're fun shirts. Everybody loves them, but they're not exactly the kind of shirt that you can go and cut your grass in. You got to make sure you wash these things inside out on gentle. You got to hang dry them. So if you mess them up once, you're kind of screwed. People loved it when we made the gray shirts. They loved it when we made the steampunk brown shirts. So we're doing a screen printed version of these shirts. People also love the socks that we make. This is going to be the third pair of socks that we've done, and it's got our gears on there, our Heirs of Isildur logo. A couple weeks ago, somebody bought a pair of our socks at a live show, and he posted a picture of it. He posted a picture of his feet with the socks on. He's like, dude, these socks are great. They're super comfortable. I'm so glad I bought these. And then a bunch of people in the thread started posting pictures of them wearing our socks at the same time.
That's awesome.
A dude was like, hey, look, man, I just wore your socks to this wedding I'm going to, man. I'm like, hell yeah, man, let's go. So here is the thing that Pops was talking about. We have GB Leatherworks, who is a leatherworking company that are good friends of ours. That they always do themed merch for us. They've done, like, for our medieval series, they did full-size dragon masks. They've done dragon keychains. So last campaign, we did the D&D dice bags, aka Michael's Traveler's Pouches. Those things were a big hit, so we offered them again in this campaign. You'll see them in the books. The goggles that are there are actually what, if you see us at shows, we are always wearing goggles on my top hat, or Steph's wearing goggles. These are actually Heirs branded goggles. So if you look at here, you see the side of these goggles actually have our 13 o'clock symbol etched in there. That's actually hand stamped into the goggles.
Nice.
So you can get them in brown, you can get them in black, you can get them in what's called eccentric craftsman, which means that those guys sitting there in their leatherworking shop, whatever stuff they have around, you know what, I want to make it, with a dragon scale green. Sure, that's what kind of goggles you're going to get. And there's a lot of people that have decided to do that because you know what, they want some fun stuff. Then right there beside there, we've got some Christmas tree ornaments. We always want to do something fun like that. So we've got
little dragon mask.
We got a little 13 o'clock symbol. We got the little baby dragon mask, baby dragon keychain. And then last but not least, the funnest one of them all, we got the micro goggles. So we got the
how big are those? Can we put them on our cats? Yeah.
If you have a small cat, you can. If you have a rat, you can probably put them on your rat. You might be able to put them on your ferret. Those things, but I do not think your cat is going to appreciate that because it'll probably choke it out. We do not want that to be happening.
And we won't choke it out. We just put it on for long enough to get the picture, bro.
I think you can do that. You can do it. If you just put them on the top of their head, they might be able to do that. One of the other things that we love to do in our campaigns, we like to take draw me-ins to the next level. If people want to get drawn in as hey, they're right there, we'll go to the draw. Everything is available as a metal cover in this campaign. We also have one cover that's only offered for Nightmare Scenario. That red right there is called the Blood Red variant. The Blood Red variant is a metal-only version of Nightmare Scenario, which is one of the other issues. We always like to have metal covers because you know that they're dang cool and people like that stuff. So if they like it, we'll put it in there. So we're talking about the Draw Me Ins real quick. So with the Draw Me Ins, we like to take it to the next level. If people get drawn into our issues, we assure them they're going to be in at least 2 panels. They're going to get at least 1 line of dialogue. We're going to make sure that they actually have a character name so that way, like when we do like our Kickstarter thanks, at the bottom, it'll say also guest starring, and we'll like put their picture. It'll be like, Pops Van Zandt as such and such. We'll make sure that like they actually get a name. But one of the other cool things we did in this campaign is in the add-ons, you can actually select to get a cameo in a secret project that we can't name. We can't tell you what it is right now, but
that's
we
cool.
wanted people to have the opportunity if they wanted to get a cameo in this secret project, they could. And we've actually sold half of those. So people are like, and we think it's pretty cool. People are like, you know what? We trust you. We know you're going to do something cool. We don't know what the scene is, what the IP is, what the heck you're going to do to us. Just know we're going to do something ridiculous to you in these cameos, and it's going to be worth your while. So we've actually sold half of those, which is pretty dang cool. But that's the stretch goals. We talked about them so far. We've unlocked 5 trading cards, 2 PDFs, and the blooper reel that we're going to debut on our end of campaign live stream tonight on Facebook at 8 p.m.
Nice. And make sure you share that to the madness.
I absolutely will, man. You better believe that, John. I absolutely will.
Yeah.
So that was that Badass Women at Kickstarter. That was a cross-campaign thing we did earlier in the campaign. If you were someone that backed Miss Medusa from Laurie Foster and Likely Hero Studios and Ryan Cummings' Raina from Skeletal Press, our campaign, and then Charlie Stickney's The Game. If you back those all at a physical level, we had an artist do a custom print. And everybody does custom prints. We did a custom print that's actually going to be on a cover-sized metal print.
Oh, nice.
So you get that for free if you backed all 4 of those campaigns on a physical level. And people are collectors. They want those ultra collectibles. You're talking about there's probably going to be 25, 30 of those things in the world on metal covers. So you know what? Why not do it?
I want you all to notice all this scrolling I'm doing over here. This poor man worked on this campaign for 5 days, man.
You best believe that there was a lot. We see the thing is with all the different covers we've done and all the different campaigns and metal music and Tales from Nocturnia and all the different things we have, we try to make sure that there's enough variations. I know there's a lot of tiers, but we want people to be able to go in and be like, okay, cool, that's the tier that I want. Not feel like, okay, I have to do this Pythagorean theory to try to figure out, what about, do I want this along with this, along with this? That being said, we still offer that stuff as add-ons too, because somebody may be like, look, I just want to get cover A regular, but I want that cover D as metal. We can't put every single combination there because we literally have like 150 tiers. So we still try to make sure that every option is available as add-ons. And then if you still can't find the thing you're looking for, get a hold of us. We've actually had people be like, hey man, I wanted this tier, I wanted this ketchup tier, but I don't see it. So we make sure that we'll make one up for them. The last thing we do is we do post-campaign incentive drawings, and we make sure that everybody in the campaign has an opportunity to get some extra swag added into their bag. There's some people could be in multiple. I've got a rack of top hats over here, like 9 different top hats. We'll line them up behind me. We'll put the names in there. So if you were in the first 50 backers, you're going to be in a top hat. If you were within before the campaign funded, then you're going to get in another top hat. So if you were one of the first 50, there's 2 top hats you're going to be in. If you're somebody that backs now, we always do in the last 48 hours. If you're a new backer or you increase your pledge by even $1, you get to get put into another top hat. And we'll give away out of print issues that we've got like a foil cover of that we just don't put on our table anymore, or trading cards. One of the things we're going to give away this time, we're going to add in one of our actual vinyl records. So, which is a pretty big deal, you know what I'm saying? Because those things aren't cheap and they're really tough to come by. It took 9 months for us to get them. But one of the things we're going to give away is going to be we're going to add in one of our vinyl records to one of these things. So we try to make sure that we can give back to people and give back to people and give back to people. Our tiers aren't cheap because you're talking about a 56-page perfect bound book, and just that right there, you're talking about something that's double what normal comic sizes are, and it's perfect bound, which adds like $1 just to the production of the book. So we want to make sure we can have ways to be able to give back to people. That's why people have the ability. We're going to get 5 trading cards right off the bat. You have the ability to potentially get some extra swag dropped into your package. We want to always make sure people can feel like it's money well spent and time well invested when you're a part of our campaigns.
See,
that sounds amazing.
I want to point out to all the other people in Madness Comic Network. I don't know if you've been paying attention, Matt, but we got like 24 weekly shows now.
Yeah, that's what you said, man. I'm impressed. I did not realize it was up to that many shows, man.
Dude, we're blowing it up. I mean, they're not all mine. I'm bringing other people's shows to the network and simulcasting and like putting them out there on other platforms that they weren't on before, and just trying to, expand their range, right?
Yeah.
Like this one's going to 3 different Facebook groups, 3 different YouTube channels, a Twitch channel, and a Twitter page. It's going all over the place, right? This is my dream, is to get everybody seen all over the place, right? This is what I do. So I see you, and I'm like, man, wait a minute. What do you mean you got 2 days left?
Well, it's crazy because I'll tell you right now, when you say you got 24 shows out there, I can tell you I've probably seen ads for like 3, because Facebook does a great job of making sure that the reach just is not out there. I mean,
ain't that the truth?
Oh yeah, you got to come into the group. I don't even mess with anything outside the group. Everybody still shares their stuff inside the group, the different shows and everything. We don't even worry about ads, man. We do it the old school way still, Matt. Word of mouth, talking about it, showing it. We just have a longer reach now.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, because there's always at the end of every campaign,
Glenn's nice to see you.
You get
hey, Glenn.
Yeah, end of every campaign, there's always somebody like on like I'm sure, I guarantee Friday or Saturday, you'd be like, dude, you had a campaign? I had no idea. We'd be like, there's only so much we can do because we posted in the Madness, we posted in other places, we send out emails to our email subscriber list, we post on our previous campaigns, Backer Kid Launch, post on our Facebook, post on Twitter, Instagram, and inevitably somebody still just doesn't see it. That's because the reach just, Facebook just squashes it.
I get the pain. It's insane.
Yeah.
We were on a show last night with somebody with a really, really cool looking campaign, and she's tied into a lot of the people that we're tied in with. And I'm like, this is the first time we heard about it. It's just so frustrating because, you want to get the word out and you're trying to do it in the legitimate way. You're not trying to game the system. You're not trying to do something outside of what a normal marketer would do. And it's just the reach has just been so squashed that it's just like a crapshoot. You never know who's going to reach it. You could put 10 posts out. Maybe somebody might see one of them, and that may be the one time that they need to see it. So they go up there and back your campaign.
Well, see, and that's like with what we're doing. We're trying to bring as many shows to one place as possible so that you come to like my YouTube channel pretty much all day, Tuesday and Wednesday, their shows. And of course, that's the con effect. That's the people who are grabbing the prime spots so that they can do their show even on a weekend where they're doing a con. They know they'll be home on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's not a travel day, right?
Oh yeah, I can tell you right now, man. That's like the last couple of Crom Cons. I had a point in this year where I had 4 weekends out of 6 I was at a show. I'm a huge sports fan, so hold on one second.
Hey, sorry guys. I'm afraid that I'm going to have to go. I only had time for an hour and a half today. Wasn't planning on coming on. But
back to work.
Matt, it was amazing meeting you, brother.
Hey, nice
we'll
meeting
definitely
you too,
have
man. Nice
to
meeting you
link up on social media and everything and see if we can't help each other out down the road.
Do that.
Oh, he froze.
Come back, Matt. Matt, come back.
Come back.
Matt, come back. You can blame it on me. I was wrong.
It might have been the big boom.
Might have been.
Well, there's 9 hours left in this campaign, you guys. I have some of this stuff already. I have the music. I have the CD, dude. These guys, man, Corey could jam, dude. I was really bummed.
Amazing.
Yeah, we dedicated CromCon 13 to him, and
oh yeah.
Of course, with the permission of the family and everything, that we promote the hell out of that cover.
Absolutely.
Particularly, which is what I did. I promoted the hell out of that guitar Game of Thrones cover with Corey on it. That was, I felt like obligated in a way, to help the family and everything. So that was one of the more meaningful shows that we did.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you can see vinyl, all this stuff, man. And I dubbed these two a long time ago. Okay. Matt Knowles is Scream Punk. #Scream Punk. And
hell yeah. I gotta go, guys. Take it easy.
All right.
They always say Matt and Steph, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I call her #top billing because she should get top billing. I'm just saying. So it's top billing and Scream Punk. That's their nicknames that I dubbed them. And man, I hope Matt didn't lose power. I hope he didn't invoke the power gods when he was saying, "Oh, we're good."
Well, yeah, he's since he's in Florida, and then it's a hurricane territory, so yeah, anything could happen.
Crom said, "Oh, you think you ain't gonna?"
Was that?
Crom, bro.
Oh yeah.
Crom got him, dude. He's like, "Yeah, you're done. Get off our show." No. I love Matt and Steph. They both rock. They have a good product. Some great people involved. It's all good stuff, man. So if you get a minute, go check it. Oh, picked up a backer. Look at that. Picked up a backer. Always good when that happens. There you go.
Yep.
Now then, let's take a look at what you got going on there. Q, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, doing a little Nova.
Yep. It's Nova. It's still called the Marvel equivalent of the Green Lantern. I thought, hey, why not give a little stock of what's the drawing would look like? And so I did a little research of who he is, what his villains are, and et cetera, and said, okay, well, look, it kind of looks like a combination of the Stargate and the Mummy. So I did a little research about those things. And
Glenn, I know I told you this like 4 or 5 times. We're going to print after the first of the year.
Yeah.
Patience. Actually, just a few minutes ago, I got the black and white pages for the Bushy Boo Circus Crom story in my email box right now. So I gotta get a little color on those pages, and I think Mark's gonna letter them for us. So
okay.
It's all progressing, my friend. We're not going to make that big old giant expensive print book, though. We're going to floppy it out. That's the call from the guys up at the top.
Nice.
Keep it up. I'll invite Rich on the show when you're on.
Where the heck is Rich?
Where is Rich? He's
Rich. I think he's in school. Yeah. It's already 4:35 over there. I guess he's still in school.
Yeah, Matt said he got a little power flicker, little flicker.
Okay.
What do we got here? What are you sending me, Jim? Oh yeah, that's one of my tunes right there. I'm down with that. Hold up.
I'm holding.
Boy, that sneeze thing's going around. Yes. Tom McDonald, No Good Bastards. That's one of my tunes right there. I got 2 fingers for ass kissers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's funny.
Straight up. Good stuff. I can't play it though.
Oh.
Strike me, dude.
It strikes you. Oh.
YouTube will strike me if I play it because it ain't mine.
Oh. That's why. It reminds me of one of the memes from what's the movie called? Avengers: Age of Ultron, and then Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver was begging Magneto. The parents said, "Please help us because of Ultron is mostly made out of metal." But then on the other side, there's a picture of Michael Fassbender plays in a Days of Future Past. Turns out it had a glare saying, "I can't copyright."
yeah, like that. I'm assuming this is something along the lines of Wichita lineman, Hatchetaw lineman. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that. It's just too much good stuff. And Lee, yes, Matt and Steph are awesome. I've known them for quite a while. Shit, a couple of years. Been promoting what they do. Good people, good product.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, okay. Hatchetaw lineman, you guys get ready for that. It's always action around here. You guys know it. We ain't gonna hang out too much longer though, because I got stuff to do. And another show at 2 with Eric Boyd, the Drawstream. Yes, indeed. Now I am gonna need another Thursday show. Oh, Matt made it back. He made it back.
Oh, he's back.
Man. I don't like that junk at all, man. Freaking power flickered off. Like I said, you're like, it's not going to be any big deal. The storm you don't think is going to mess you up is going to mess you up. It actually flickered twice. So I probably should jump out because my internet's actually being really stupid right now.
You're good.
But,
you're good.
But,
you did pick up another backer. I just want you to know. You're at 183 and you're frozen gone again, but you're at 183, bro.
183.
Y'all go check out Matt's book. Right there. Go check it out. Right there.
Right there.
Man, screenshot that too. I need to send him that picture.
Yeah.
somebody screenshot that.
Yeah. I'm gonna screenshot it right now.
Go the right way. Point the right way. Yeah, I can't even point the right way. Yeah. There. That guy. That guy.
I got the screenshot.
Go ahead and shoot that to me. I got something to show you guys though. Look what else just hit my inbox. I got my friends just taking such good care of me. Quite a while ago, I asked one of our madness artists. You guys know Manny Soto, guy who's drawn a whole bunch of the stuff that I use, like that. Okay, Manny drew that. He drew the pops guy up in the corner up there, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, I said, like, man, sometime I gotta get one with the hat, bro. Look at that.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
Look at that.
That's a good one.
Here we go. It's Doc Pops a day.
But that one needs either an ink or color that would be really nice. But this, it's good. That drawing looks good.
Oh, okay. Jim, you gotta talk about that. Jim. It's cool. It's cool, Matt. We got you. We got you, bro. We ain't gonna be out here much longer anyway. So, let's see. I got like everything blowing up. Inboxes, like 4 different inboxes open. Jim O'Reilly, look. Doc is the guy that kind of does our video mashing and editing and stuff. So, if you want to shoot that stuff to him, what is up, Apex? What's happening? We're just getting ready to check out, man. We're doing Doc's last Thursday show. Okay. Come Saturday, it's a new day. They're doing the show on Saturdays at 10 a.m. from now on.
This week, Saturday.
Yep, starts this week on Saturday. This is just the last Thursday show for Doc's Coffee Shop because work got in the way and he needed to, he wants to keep doing the show, so he had to move it to a weekend. So there you go. That's how that works. What's up, Q? Yes, Doc is good at editing. Doc's done a whole bunch of stuff for us.
Yep.
And I believe Morgan Quaid is editing our new channel crawl video too, with all the new promo cards from a whole bunch of the new shows and yada 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 yada, all that stuff. With our madness music that nobody can say is theirs. Nobody. It's our music. See. I'm tired of copyright stupidity and all that.
So many paperworks.
I just want to get to the point where we don't have an overlord. We're working on it. We're working on it, people. I promise. So, a little bit of our sponsors right there. CommittingComics.com. Laughing Rogue Games. CriticalBlast.com. And, of course, Madness Comic Network. Want y'all to have a great week. But this weekend, if you're around here, we're going to be at Grand Rapids Comic Con. Be there because I'll be there. The Laughing Rogue will be there. Dan Monroe will be there. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a good time. We're going to kind of decide exactly how we want to present our con show. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of what we're going to be doing this week. Going to have a great meeting on Saturday night with all my peeps. We're going to start putting this thing completely into motion. So y'all just stay tuned because just stay tuned. It's it's fucking crazy what all the stuff going on here. Oh, and sign up for CromCon is live right now. And because of all the other stuff I got going on, I haven't been like yelling at everybody, hey, get your spot, but get your spot, because even if it's, I know it's the weekend after Thanksgiving and there's a lot of Christmas shopping and all that, but even if it's a small show, it's still gonna be show, still gonna do what we do. So straight up, get your spots. Because actually now we send the show out to a lot more places than we used to, so it's almost better now to have a spot in CromCon than it used to be. We're reaching a much larger audience, so get your spot. You can sign up on the pin post in the featured pin post over there in the Comic Related Madness on Facebook, or just hit me up. I'll tell you what's available. You grab your spot. Pretty much that simple. Yeah. With all that, oh yeah, he's got the power is out now. See, yeah.
That's what Matt said.
Yeah, he will not be back today. He said, "Yeah, we're done." So y'all go check out Heirs of Isildur. Got like 9 hours left to get in on that one. It's good stuff. You won't regret it. And if you do, I'll take full blame. Jim talking to me like I'm not on the show. Can you wait 5 minutes and I'll converse with you?
For 5 minutes. What's he gonna do for 5 minutes?
Let me get off the show and we can talk, bro. All right, that's how we're out. You know what we're doing. Everybody just stay tuned. Lots of shows, lots of things coming. We're gonna have fun. That's all. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna play a couple commercials. I'm gonna get out of here. Now we already played Doc's commercial twice. I ain't playing this commercial yet. But a little one of these. I love these things because you gotta have your banner up there, right?
Yep.
You gotta have your banner up there, but then I love little things like this, these little blurbs.
I'm Tanner Hurley, and you're watching the Madness Comics Network. Get some!
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.